Welcome back to the biggest agricultural platform in Namibia known as Nduna Wengombe, which means headman of cattle. My name, of course, is Mitchell Mutumba Simata, aka the headman of cattle. So today on the 20th of January, which is a Thursday, I officially want to do the second video on dairy, sheep, and goat breeds. And today we're going to focus on the dairy goat, which is the Saanen. So let's get into the history of the Saanen. As you guys know, I'm never writing solo. I got my trusted notebook here with the information on this breed. So let's get to learn something new about this goat breed, because I call it a milk breed. A goat, I just used to call it the milk goat, but it actually has a name called the Saanen. So let's get into the history. The Saanen dairy goat originated in the Saanen Valley of Switzerland, south of Kempten and Bernier. During 1895, the Cape Agricultural Department imported 3 Saanen rams and 12 ewes from Switzerland. The present-day Saanen in South Africa originated from 1 male and 1 female imported from Germany in 1923, as well as from other imports from Switzerland, England, and Germany between 1923 and 1976. Various breeders registered animals, and yet none of this were transferred, and they could not be traced in 1947 when Mr. P.R. Duprier wanted to make a fresh start with registered goats. The only breeder with registered goats at the time owned only 2 females. Duprier bought one of them and had to import a male from England to serve this female, as there were none available. From 1958 to 1985, the South African Book and Livestock Improvement Association registered 2,388 Saanen females and 530 males, with about 139 females and 49 males were registered from 1985 to 1991. The year I was born. This breed is a medium to large size goat. The color of the Saanen is white with no markings, although black spots on the eyelids and ears are advantage, helping to differentiate between them from the undesirable albinos. The only drawback of the fair-skinned Saanen is that the harsh South African and Namibian sun causes skin contusions on the udder, while the Taukenberg and British Alps do not have these problems. I believe these are 2 different goat breeds. Those should be feminine and not coarse. The hair should be short and fine, although a fringe over the spine and thigh is often present. Ears should be erected, perfectly pointing forward. The face should be straight or curved. A tendency towards a Roman nose is discriminated against. A mature doe can weigh 65 kilograms, while a buck can grow to over 80 kilograms. They are very well suited to commercial dairy herds with their docile temper, high milk yield age, even though butter fat tends to be slightly lower than other breeds. So this breed, if you want to make goat butter, you would not be able to make that because the butter fat content is slightly low. The breed is mostly kept for milk and milk products, such as a variety of hard and soft cheeses and yogurts. So this one's used for yogurts and cheeses. The breed is sensitive to extensive sunlight and performs best in cooler conditions. The provision of shade is essential. So this is a dairy breed that requires to be put in probably, let's say, a barn, a goat barn, for them to be able to perform well. A Saanen buck could weigh 72 kilograms. And these animals are known to produce. Saanen goats over 2.5 years of age under good care and feeding conditions can deliver between 280 to 300 liters of milk. 280 and 300 days in lactating period, and can provide a total of about 700 to 900 liters of milk. So that's how much milk these animals can do. So they have a lactating period of 280 to about 300. That's the lactating period, and within that time you can get about 700 to 900 liters. But this all depends on how you are feeding your animal. Is it in a hygienic environment? Is it getting proper feeds to help it produce milk? Are you keeping it not stressed? These things do play a role, and like I said, putting them in a barn where it's good shaded, where they're not what do you call this, not really directly affected by the sun, and also making sure that you practice good hygiene, cleaning up the barn where the animal stays. It's clean, it's not dirty, the animals aren't sick, because many things can count against this animal not producing about 700 to 900 liters. As the information says, this animal 2.5 years under good care and feeding conditions. So the conditions, the good care and the feeding conditions play a big role in trying to get this animal to produce that 700 to 900 liters of goat milk. So that is the Saanen goat breed. Most of us short will just call it the milk goat breed, as to make our life easy. They're white in color. The other goats we would see with some hair on their head, they look very interesting. But is it an animal you could probably run on a free range type of business? I don't think so. Like most dairy animals, I don't think they can run on a free range type of situation unless you probably crossbreed it with your Kalahari Red, bull goat, or savannah goat, or some indigenous goats. If you can do that, probably then you can run a free range business, maybe doing a crossbreed. You have a dairy breed and a meat breed, and you put them together to create a dual purpose, a breed that can be used for dairy and also be used for meat, almost similar to how the Simmental was developed, and the Brandvi and other cattle breeds which are dual purpose, can both be used for milking and producing beef. So that's my information on the Saanen. The gestation period, I believe, is similar to the other goat cousins, the Boerboks. It lasts at least 150 days. So a female goat can have 2 deliveries per year. So I believe this is what this breed can. But I don't think they give twins. So twins can occur within them. I take my words back. Twins can occur within them. So that's the Saanen breed. It's not a Swedish, a Swiss goat breed. From the country that made chocolate famous. And I believe goat milk is a big business in those countries, in other countries. This could be something that you can look at, but like I did with the sheep, I feel like the goat, as this animal can give about 300 days of milk or so, 280 to 300 days of milk. So 700, talk about 700, 900 liters, depending on the conditions. So you could look to get into that. But if you're going to run it in Namibia, as the information did say that they're not friends with the Namibian harsh sun, unless you're in an area where there's not a lot of sun. But if you are running it in the Namibian harsh sun, like I said, you probably have to consider doing a crossbreed between it and a beef breed to develop a dual purpose breed, a hybrid, which is a dual purpose. That's something you can look at. That's the Saanen goat breed, the milk breed, the white milk breed. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you very much for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. With that said, bye for now.